Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, coming to answer your colour and style questions. The first one in my lucky dip today comes from Teresa, who said, I'd love you to teach me to combine my style ideas, how to be dressed practically and attractively, comfortably, as well as looking good, and how to make my outfit interesting but not crazy, how to look vibrant but not aggressive. It seems a little impossible because they're a little bit juxtaposed. So when we think about how do I get practically and attractively, so practical doesn't have to mean it's unattractive. And I think this is where we often think that comfortable can't be stylish and practical can't be attractive. I do not see those things as mutually exclusive, and hopefully you don't either. So when we think about, well, what makes a garment comfortable? And for each of us, we have to figure out what comfortable means. So what does comfortable mean for you? Does it mean that it's physically comfortable, that you can move really easily? So that just means maybe you need some stretch in your outfits, or that they are a looser cut rather than being really tight fitting. Does comfortable mean that it feels like you? Because there is mental comfort as well as physical comfort. So this is where we need to define, what does you mean? Who are you and what does you mean? And in how do we express that in an outfit? And this comes down to personality. And that's something that I teach inside my 7 Steps to Style program. And so when we think about what does comfortable mean? So that's the first thing we want to identify. And then we also want to identify is, what does attractive mean to you? Because everybody has different versions of attractive, and your version may be different from somebody else's. So this is where you can use tools like Pinterest to help you find what attractive is to you. Look through, Instagram, all sorts of places to go, well, what do I find visually attractive? What do I think is an attractive outfit? So then is when I'm looking at what is an attractive outfit to me, can it be comfortable as well? Like, can it be, made from stretchy fabrics? Can it be a fit that is comfortable? Like all those sorts of things. Is it me? Is it that version of me? So that is part of the answer to this question. And what is practical to you? I mean, that's the other thing, is practical means different things to different people. Now, if you're painting the outside of a house, the clothes you need are very different from if you are sitting at a desk in an office. So, of course, this also is something you have to work out. What is practical? What are you actually doing? And you will need different sorts of clothes for different aspects of your lifestyle. But we don't have to spend our entire time, unless we are a house painter or unless we are a gardener, when, of course, we're going to spend more time in outdoor clothes. But even then, say you're a gardener, you spend a lot of time outdoors, the clothes have to be really comfortable, doesn't mean they can't be attractive. So you might be wearing, some sort of pair of, stretchy jeans, say, or some sort of pants. But they can be well-fitting. They don't have to be saggy, baggy and worn out. And then if you're wearing, say, a t-shirt with that, well, that t-shirt could be maybe in a pattern that you love. It doesn't have to be plain, boring and sloppy and baggy. So it's thinking about, when we're making those decisions, a t-shirt's a t-shirt's a t-shirt, but there are many different versions of it. So, what kind of t-shirt is it? Is it a nicer t-shirt or is it a ugly t-shirt? So this is where we want to think about that. What makes something attractive? Has it got a neckline that's good for you, or is it a neckline that really, doesn't work for you? So all those things we need to figure out for ourselves. And how about interesting but not crazy? So this says to me, and vibrant but not aggressive. So this says to me, we want to add something extra in. So this is also where you might look at outfits, go onto Pinterest and look at what you might call vibrant outfits and what you might call aggressive outfits, for example, and decide where is that line, because that is something that you can figure out for yourself. And it's something that's very personal, because one person's over the top is somebody else's really bland. And that's something that's really fascinating to do with style. So it is that sort of thing to figure out, well, what makes something interesting for you? And then how can you add that interest in? Maybe it's looking for prints and patterns instead of solid or plain colors. Maybe it's going for colors over neutrals. Maybe it's adding 1 or 2 colors. Maybe it's adding an accessory. There's so many ways of doing this, but without you actually figuring out your style, who you are, how you want to be perceived, what actually really works for you, it's very hard to do this. And that's why my passion in life is to help women define and find their style, and get that education in style, because style is a science as well as an art. And so you can learn and you can understand what really works for you, and then you can apply that to you and your wardrobe.